everyone. I thought I would bring this to you a little bit earlier than I would normally because things are just hectic and life is chaos, especially work life at the moment. And I don't know about you, but as this year is drawing to a very rapid close, I've realized that there's still so much stuff I'm wanting to actually do, and that to-do list is just growing. But one thing I've realized, especially over these last 2 weeks, is firstly, if I have too much to do, my focus can go in one of two directions. Either I can get laser focused and I can really get stuck into what it is that I need to get done, and I can be super efficient. And this mostly happens when I'm feeling under pressure on the one side. And on the other side, if I have a very clear idea of what needs to be achieved, you know, I've done my little to-do list, I've got a plan, I've got a strategy, but that doesn't always happen. So when I don't have those plans in place, I realize that I can get distracted so easily, whether it's from my email inbox blowing up, or whether it's from my WhatsApps coming through, or whether I'm just actually procrastinating because I'm not clear about what I need to do. Those are the times when I really need some tools to help me to focus. So just curious, what about you? Are you an extremist? Do you go from one extreme to the next? Do you constantly procrastinate? Where are you at? Just wondering. So today I want to talk about two apps, or tools, I guess. They are apps, but they're tools. And they're really there to help us hone in on those things that really matter most, the things that are important, and the things that you prioritize as important. So the one is called OffTime, and the other one is FocusToDo. Now, they don't do the same thing, not at all. OffTime, on the first, as a starting point, that's the one I want to talk about, is an app that is specifically built to help you not to look at your phone. You know, with all of the WhatsApp pings coming through, or your email notifications coming up, or Facebook, or whatever it is that can draw you into your phone. We want to get away from that space. And I'm sure that you also feel that sometimes you spend too much time on your phone and you just need a way to get rid of that. I especially find this frustrating if I'm trying to do deep work, but I'm like, oh man, what if I'm missing out on a message that might be coming through, or I'm waiting for a message and then I just keep wanting to check my phone, and it's so bad. So there are tools that help us to get away from this. So OffTime helps us to do that. One of their quotes on their website is, have you noticed what happens when you look up? So instead of looking down at your phone all the time, what happens when you look up? Well, your family, your friends, your projects, and you start moving forward. So I just quickly wanted to show you what it looks like. And let's just do the screen share. There we go. Okay, so there we go. OffTime app wants you to get rid of the habit of using your phone constantly. I was listening to a podcast yesterday while I was at gym, and they mentioned how attached we are to our phones. And if I look at everyone at gym, everyone's got their phone either in their hand or in their ears or something, but we are so attached, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So OffTime really is asking us to take some time away from our phones. And I just want to show you what some screenshots look like. Here we go. So it allows you to basically schedule some off time. Okay, I downloaded the app this morning. I had a little bit of difficulty to just get into it because it was waiting for the authorization to go through after I clicked on the verification link, but I eventually got in. And really what it does is it helps you to schedule it. It gives you some stats. It helps you to snooze or put your phone on do not disturb effectively, without needing to worry that you are not going to get access to those message notifications or the phone calls, whatever it might be. You can decide which apps you are allowed to use and not allowed to use. I love this. Relax, your device is at peace. You don't have to do anything about it. And when I was looking at the app quickly this morning, it allows you to see some averages based on what other users have done using OffTime. So with the Pro version, you'll see there's an option to schedule and sync across devices. Okay, if you're just using it on your phone, maybe it's not necessary to go to the Pro route. Okay, but have a look. Really, really useful to check out. Okay, then if we go have a look at the next one. So the next one is called FocusToDo. And what this does, it allows you to combine a to-do list with the Pomodoro technique. Now, if you're not familiar with this whole concept of Pomodoro, really what it does is it suggests that we take 25-minute sprints and we really focus hard and then take a break for 5 minutes, and you repeat this cycle probably around 3 times, and then you can take a break of around 15 minutes. So it is about focused work for a short period of time. Take a little bit of a break just to give your mind that space to breathe and to think and to pause, okay? And then you get straight back into it. So I actually really like the look and feel of this application. So what I did is let's do the screen share again. I had a look firstly at the website, and I'll show you what that looks like. Really easy, simple, straightforward. All they've got here is basically the features, okay? Collect and manage anything, which is awesome. You've got your historical statistics. You can access it from anywhere. Just go back up here. So you'll see there's your little Pomodoro picture. Okay, you basically set the time. How long is it going to take you to actually, how many Pomodoros will it take you to get through this? And you can access it from anywhere. Lots of features. There we go. There's a little bit of a report. You can synchronize it, due dates, all of those things. And look at how many devices they feature. So just out of interest, I had downloaded the Chrome extension to see how that would work. And it looks exactly the same as the one that we can have on Windows. So I'm going to show you just the one on the Windows app. You don't have to download this on Windows. You can use the online one. There we go. Check this. Okay, so they've got basically, you can add a project. So if I go here, add a project, project 1, I can assign a color to it based on my preferences. And then for project 1, if I go in here, I can just go type in a task, schedule meetings. And then you will see, hopefully you can see, you'll have the option to change how many Pomodoros it's going to take you. So maybe it's only going to take me 25 minutes. Awesome. And I can change when it's happening. So they've got these cute little pictures, which you'll also see here on the left-hand side, a little sun for today, sunset for tomorrow, upcoming, and someday, which is quite cool. And then when I use the little pictures, if I say upcoming, for example, it'll schedule it for a week later. And I'll say, okay, and simply that, and I'll say enter. And I can keep adding additional tasks, task 2, task 3, for example, and they're currently being scheduled for next week just because it's picking up the consistency. And so you can continue and just put in all of your tasks and allocate times to them. And it allows you to see some reporting tools as well. You'll see there's an option to have some reports, and you'll be able to track how you have actually spent your time, what you've spent it on. Obviously, because I don't have any records here yet, you can't see the full effect. But I think it's so cool the way that they've designed it, simple and sleek, and it really just drives you towards making things happen, which is what we're about, right? So definitely go check that out. I see that they do have a premium version that you can go have a look at. Currently, it's sitting at 50% off for their lifetime membership, and it's currently sitting at $9 US, which translates to about 440 Rand, which is not a lot. So maybe just go have a look and see if it is worth investing that little bit of money for you to be able to synchronize across platforms and have unlimited projects and be able to access future up and coming features. So you are going to go ahead and go do some sprints now, right? But that's really what I wanted to chat about today. Next week, we are going to be linking back up to the 5 a.m. club that I mentioned ages ago on Instagram. And I'm going to be talking about the concept of the Traffic University. I love this. This is so cool. It is really about getting us to a point where we are learning and making sure that we are doing some self-development along the way. So join me next week as we go and own your morning and elevate your life. So that's me, Christine, signing out. Until next time. Bye-bye.